Moneybags should be locked behind bars for the remainder of his life, as this man is single-handedly the most evil villain in all of Spyro. Yes, he's much worse than the sorceress who wanted to clip off baby dragon wings to make herself immortal. And yes, he's worse than Ripto, who waged terror and held dictatorship over the good people of Avalar. And Nasty Nork, well, he isn't even on the board. Hey guys, it's Cortex here, and I'm here to explain why Moneybags is the true villain of Spyro. First introduced in Spyro 2, Ripto's Raged, the good people of Avalar are under a reign of terror at the hands of Ripto and his henchmen Crush and Gulp. The realms of Avalar are in complete disarray when Spyro arrives. And what is Moneybags doing with all his wealth? Is he trying to fund the fight to freedom? No, he's charging Spyro money to cross a bridge.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone is talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Yep, just a normal bridge that before Moneybags arrived was just a normal fucking bridge. Think about that for a second. Instead of funding the professor's research, he's charging Spyro to move through a public passageway. This essentially makes him a war profiteer. He is placing a paywall on heroism. If Spyro doesn't have those gems, the world ends. Moneybags knows this and he doesn't care. To him, the apocalypse is just a market opportunity. Still not convinced? Don't worry, there's so much dirt in this guy, it's too easy to paint him out for who he truly is. Let's talk about the Zephyr incident. This is where things get a touch darker. This is the dirt that most players breeze past. In the level Zephyr, there's a literal civil war happening between the breeze builders and the land blubbers. It's a mess of TNT, cannons and destruction. And what does Moneybags admit to? He admits out loud with a smile that he sold the explosives to the breeze builders.
Those darn birds in Zephyr never paid me for all the bombs and TNT barrels I gave them.
He's provided the weapons of war, but here's the kicker, he's only complaining because they haven't paid him yet. He isn't upset about the loss of life, he's upset about the bad debt. He is a literal arms dealer. He provides the means for these factions to blow each other up, then stands in the middle of the crossfire trying to shake down a hero for bridge tolls.
You gotta pay the troll toll. If you wanna get into that boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in. You want the baby boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
By the time we get to Year of the Dragon, Moneybags has moved from war profiteering into full-blown kidnapping and human trafficking. Or creature trafficking, I guess. Throughout the Forgotten Worlds, the sorceress has captured Sheila the Kangaroo, Sergeant Bird, Bentley the Yeti and Agent 9. She's locked them in cages. Who's the jailer? Moneybags. He didn't just find these cages, he's actively working for the sorceress as a freelance warden. When you approach him to free Sheila, he doesn't say, "Oh, thank goodness you're here to rescue her."
Well, don't worry, Spyro. Sheila won't stay in jail forever. The sorceress is thinking about having her executed next Thursday.
He uses the threat of capital punishment to extort gems from Spyro. That is the definition of a hostage situation. He is monetizing the life of a sentient being, and if Spyro doesn't pay up, Sheila dies. And Moneybags would just shrug, adjust his suit, and move on to the next cage. And let's talk about the services he sells you in Ripto's Rage. He charges you to learn how to swim, he charges you to learn how to climb. These aren't just luxury skills. These are basic survival techniques in a world filled with water and cliffs. He's literally withholding life-saving knowledge for a fee. It's like a lifeguard charging a drowning person for a swimming lesson before throwing the life ring. It's predatory, it's calculated, and it's pure evil.
Do you recognize this song?
We're in the money, we're in the money.
Even his discounts are insults. Remember the gullible incident? He offers to sell you a secret password for a hefty sum of gems. You pay it, thinking that it's going to be some cool Easter egg, and the password is just the word gullible. He's literally laughing in your face while he robs you. He knows you have no choice, he knows he has a monopoly on progress, and he enjoys the power trip just as much as the profit. But why does he do it? Is he broke? No. We see his home in Spyro A Hero's Tale. We see his family in Shadow Legacy. This isn't a bear trying to put food on the table. This is a bear who equates his self-worth with the number of shiny rocks in his pocket. He is the greedy character of all greedy characters. Mr. Krabs' greed doesn't hold a flame to Moneybags, and old Eugene has done some pretty awful things for a quick buck.
If you had to choose between SpongeBob and all the money I have in my pocket, which would you take?
That depends. How much money are we talking about?
Mr. Krabs!
62 cents.
I'll take the money.
Mr. Krabs!
Here you go, Krabs. 62 cents. Next up, Davy Jones' locker.
The most satisfying moment in the entire original trilogy isn't beating the sorceress, it's the end of the Year of the Dragon. After the final boss, you find Moneybags in Midnight Mountain. He's finally out of luck, he's tried to sell you one last thing, but the gig is up. For the first time in 3 games, you get to chase him. You get to flame him, you get to headbutt him, until every single gem he stole from you, the blood gems of Avalar and the Forgotten Worlds, come spilling out of his pockets. It's the only time in the series where the game acknowledges that this man is a criminal who needs to be dealt with. He runs away crying about his hard-earned wealth, but we know the truth. None of it was earned, it was all extorted. But wait, it gets deeper. We have to talk about a hero's tale. This is where Moneybags stops being a freelance crook and becomes a defense contractor. In this game, Moneybags isn't blocking bridges anymore. He's running a chain of high-end boutiques called Moneybags Emporium. He's selling you bombs, lockpicks, and upgrades. On the surface, he's helping Spyro. But let's look at the climate of the Dragon Realms at the time. The world is being corrupted by dark gems planted by the fallen Elder Dragon Raid. These gems are literally sucking the life out of the environment, turning everything into a nightmare. And who is the only person making a killing off the apocalypse? Moneybags. Now, put on your tinfoil hats for a second, because I have a theory. Moneybags is the one funding Raid's entire operation. Think about the business model. Raid creates a crisis using dark gems. This crisis creates a demand for specialized equipment, explosives, charms, anti-darkness tech, and who is the sole provider of this equipment? Our monocle-wearing friend Moneybags. If Spyro defeats Raid too quickly, the war ends. If the war ends, the Emporium closes. Moneybags doesn't want Spyro to win. He wants Spyro to stay in the fight. He is literally lobbying for the end of the world. He's selling Spyro the cure to a disease that he's helping Raid spread. He's not just a war profiteer anymore. He has turned the fate of the Dragon Realms into a subscription service, and every time you break a dark gem, Moneybags is in the background checking his stock options. He's the only villain in history who doesn't want to rule the world, because it's much more profitable to just rent it to the guy who does. And well folks, that's all from me. So next time you play a Spyro game, keep in mind who the villain truly is. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to get a free old man and a free crack at Moneybags. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Now, I'm off to rub money on my nipples.